Okay, so in the previous video, we made a basic report with some very simple slicer and some bar charts. Now let's make things a little bit more advanced and create a second report page with a little bit more functionality. So we're going back to the report. So we have our basic stats. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this page. And I'm going to rename this tab to advanced stats. And the title here, I'm going to make the field a little bit larger. Advanced stats. There we go. I'm going to remove one of the two. Just press delete on my keyboard. It's actually easier. What I want to do now is I want to have the same column chart, but I want to be able to select which value that I'm looking at or which variable that I'm looking at. So we're going to have to go back to transform data to make an unpivoted version of the data. And I will explain, or once this is done, you will understand why this is necessary. So I go back to Power Query. So I'm going to duplicate this table. Actually, yeah, I could also reference it, but maybe that's for another video. I'm going to rename this to unpivot. Unpivot. So first, actually, this column, I don't need this one. Let me just remove it. It'll take a second. Okay, remove. Great. So now what I want to do is I want to unpivot everything except for this one. So I'm going to select the column and I want to say unpivot other columns. So what this is going to do is it's going to create a new column with those values in a column, and then a second column with the actual numeric values. Once it's done, it's gonna make more sense. Yeah, attribute I'm gonna rename to stats. Value is fine. So now you can see for each team, I got each value. So for each team, I got this nicely separated like this. Now you're probably wondering, or you might be wondering why I'm doing this, but it'll make sense once I go back to my chart. So now I'm going to close and apply this. It might take a second to run. It's a little bit more time. So also important to add, when you import data in Power BI, the data is now in the file. So I know I got this data from the web, but even now if my internet connection would be gone, I still have the data. It's saved within the Power BI file. So now when we go to tables, we can see we have a different table. We have the unpivot one. Power BI automatically made a relation between those two based on the row teams. So you see both are connected to team because it sees, okay, both of these have a column named team with values that match. So one to many. So this one has only one record per team. This one has multiple. So they're connected. So now again, like I got two tables, the basic one that were used for the previous report page, and now this one with the unpivoted version. Now what we can do with this is here I can add a additional slicer. I want to say slider, it's a slicer to my page like this, and I'm gonna put stats in here. So now I have one value for each specific stat. I only want to select one at a time, so I'm gonna change the selection controls to single select. So now I can only select one at a time. And in my bar chart, I'm going back to the fields of the bar chart. I'm going to remove the values that are in there, and I'm going to remove the axis. So it's an empty bar chart now. And for the data, I'm going to go to my unpivot table. I'm going to put team again, but now from the unpivot table, team. I could have also used the other table because they're connected anyway, but okay. And then for value, I'm going to put value. And now it has the 2p, but I can change this to DRB, or I don't even know why I'm using the abbreviation. So I'm going to change this to points, steals, whatever you want. You can just click it, and it's going to show the statistics, which is pretty neat. The title I can remove because it doesn't make any sense that it's about shooting now. So I'm just going to delete that. This one, actually, I'm going to make it a little bit larger, the items. Text size, I don't know, 12, maybe even 14. Does it fit still? 14? Maybe 14 is too much. Is it too much? No, it's fine. 14 is fine. I'm going to move it up a little bit like this. The header, I'm going to remove, and I'm going to put a title. I'm going to call this stat. And I'm going to change the size to 16 so that it's a little bit larger than the actual items, like this. Okay, looks good. Change the size here. I can still select teams here again because they're connected. So like this. The color, I'm also going to put the same color as previous one. It's still here. It's this one, I guess. There we go. So now we have a nice comparison. So now we can just select any variable that we want, and we can see how the data looks. Something else that we're going to add is we're going to make this a little bit more detailed. So we're going to add conference and divisions. So we're going to go back to get data. No, first I'm going to create copy paste the link again. So here I have the link, copy paste, get data, again from the web. I want to have the division and conference data, so we can filter by conference or division. So again, same link. It's running. Again, this takes quite a while. Okay, put this in the middle. And so now I'm going to get the list again of all the tables in the page. It's so slow. Any second now. Okay, there it is. So here we have all the divisions: Atlantic Division, Central Division. They all look something like this. But this is good enough for us to work with. The conference, yeah, I might do the conference manually. I don't like to do things manually. The idea is that everything comes from the data, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna load all of these in Power Query. So yeah, load. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divisions. 3 for each conference. Still running. Why is this running a second time? Okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's loading directly. I should have went for transform first. Not big of a deal. Come on. Yeah, you can just fast forward this. Oh, like 30 seconds or so, it should be enough. Yeah, it's loading 6 different tables, so that's some extra time. I still need to clean all of them. It's going to be the same process for each one. Okay, now it looks good. Loading the model, 5 rows. They're so small, yet it's taking so much time. Yeah, rows loaded. Oh, it's detecting relations automatically. Actually, I should. So as you've seen in the table view earlier, or in the relation view, they're connected automatically. Actually, you should disable that. It's never a good idea to do it automatically. This is a very simple data model, but once you have complicated data models, it's going to be really annoying. So okay, now for each of these tables, I want to name this one to, was it team or teams? I want to have the exact same name. Is it team or teams? It's just team. Okay, so I want to name this to team. And okay, let me just think. Okay, I'm just gonna remove these 3. I don't need them. Yeah, remove columns, and I'm gonna add a new column, custom column, and I'm gonna name this division, division. Gonna copy paste for the next one, and this is gonna be Atlantic. Atlantic. Okay. Wasn't recognized spelled correctly. What did I? Oh, because this is a formula. I'm gonna put this in brackets, of course. Okay, Atlantic, that's good. And then actually I could also add conference. Conference, and Atlantic is Eastern one, right? East or Eastern. I'm just gonna put East. Okay. Yes. Okay, and I'm gonna have to do the same one for the other tables. So I'm just gonna first I'm gonna remove the columns for all of them at the same time. Remove. Okay, this is some annoying repetitive work. Remove. Okay. And then custom column. I gotta rename the other one also too. Okay. Division. Which one was this? Central. Central. Okay. Oh, okay. This one too. Custom column. Division. Southeast. Okay. Custom column. Division. Northwest. Custom column. Division. Which one was this? Pacific. Pacific. Okay. Last one. Division. This one is Southwest. Southwest. Okay. Oh. Now I still gotta do the conferences real quick. Okay, this one should be team everywhere. So I'm just gonna do this first. Team. Oh, I put Pacific in the wrong one. This one was supposed to be Pacific. Doesn't matter. Division. Pacific. Okay. And then team should be team. This one. Team. So this one is Northwest, so this one I can remove. This one I have to rename to Division. And now maybe just the conference real quick. So just copy paste the name, conference, custom column, conference East. This one too, custom column, conference East. 3 more, custom column, conference West. I need this conference West. Last one. Custom column. I could have just used the names. When I merge these tables, I could have used the names for this. I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. It's too late now. Spent like 3 minutes on this. Still though, Could have automated it. Now we're just gonna combine them. Transform. How do we do this again? No, it's in home. Append queries. So you want to append queries. So do I have to select multiple? I think so. Like this, like this, like this. Append queries. So 3 or more tables. Oh, I gotta do like this. So I want to append Atlantic, Central, Southeast, North, all of them. Yes, append all of them. Okay, this looks good. I got all my teams. I got the division. I got the conference. Looks good to me. Oh, did it do this as a new query or not? Which table is this now? Yeah, it's that one. So this is teams. Name is teams. These tables I can delete, but I might still need them. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disable the loads. I don't want them in my report. I don't need them in my reports. So this one too. This I can I deselect enable load for multiple? Okay, whatever. Enable loads, disable, continue. Enable loads, continue, disable. Enable loads. Continue. And last one. Continue. Now load my dashboard. Go. Close and apply. It's going to make the connection automatically in my data model. Again, it's going to run for like a minute now just to load it. Pending changes. Yeah, it's loading. Teams. So now it's just redoing the calculation and loading it into my model. Any second now. Yeah, so we see creating connection in the model. It's automatically going to create the connection, but that's good because that's what we need. 30 rows loaded. Okay. And now in our team slicer here, what we want to do is we're going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one here, team, but I also want to have conference and division. So now we have a selection like this. Oh, so now we can say, okay, I only want the West. And let's say I only want to have the Northeast teams, but nothing is changing, meaning there is no connection in our data model. So let's take a look. Where's the tail? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, why is it not connected? So it has to be connected with this one. Come on, you should be able to drag and drop team with team. Connect, please. Okay, now there's a connection. Now let's try again. Aha, and there we go. Now you can see, okay, I want to see only the Northwest. There we go. Or I only see the East. There we go. So yeah, this is a more advanced version of the dashboard, but just change the title to or slicer header to teams or teams. And yeah, so now we have a more advanced dashboard. In the next video, we're gonna take it up a notch and doing a little bit more calculations and even include some DAX. So hope to see you there.